Manga-Waido.
I would like to toast to the opening of our new store and the success in reaching our sales target. Cheers! I'm Yutaro Nishino. I'm here today with Shu Otaki and his girlfriend Yuzuka Shimizu to celebrate. Otaki works at Otaki Foods, a family-owned business. Someday, he'll take a top position in the company. But Shu isn't a very ambitious guy and lacks confidence. He's worried he won't be able to live up to the family name. I hope you'll gain a little more confidence in yourself after today. We recently opened a new supermarket, and we're here today to celebrate this grand opening. Saw a lot of younger customers today at the opening, huh? Yeah, I bet it was thanks to those posters Yuzuki suggested. That piqued the interest of the younger crowd for sure.
Yeah, glad we opted to use brighter colors.
I bet your dad will be a little more lenient on you after this, huh? Yeah, I sure hope so. It was getting super stressful. Shu's dad, who's the CEO, is pretty tough on Shu, always bringing up the importance of continuing the company tradition and preserving the Otaki food brand image.
Yeah, well, this latest project was a great success. I'm sure your dad will be proud of you.
I agree. Oh yeah, maybe it would be a great time to break the news to him about marrying Yuzuki. Hey, come on, man! I don't know about that!
Are you blushing, Shu? I know you're really busy now. Let's wait until things settle down. We have plenty of time for that.
Gotta say, Shu, you really got a great gal here. Don't you go losing her. You bet, man. I wouldn't know what to do without her.
Now you're making me blush, Shu.
Shu was able to increase sales considerably, and as a result, he was promoted to section chief. And I was also elected to lead the next big project. But it was about this time when everything was looking up for us. That's when Shu started acting kind of weird. Hey Nishino, how's that new project going? Yeah, I'm right in the middle of negotiating with the clients about the details before we get into the planning stage. Yeah, well, it's not a particularly major project, so even if you complete it, there won't be any kind of promotion. Yeah, well, I'm not really thinking of getting promoted. Just doing my job is all. Yeah, right. I bet you're pretty envious that I got the section chief position. You probably hope to get promoted too. Hey, Shu? Something wrong? You're acting kinda weird. Huh? All you can manage is probably sales manager someday. Well, good luck with that. I don't know what exactly is going on, but I think he's still frustrated that he wasn't able to land that big project recently. Maybe he's not very happy that I was elected to lead this latest project. Probably thinks I'm a potential rival or something. And he really didn't have to be so rude. Really not like him. I wonder what's really eating him. Right afterwards, an unexpected incident occurred. One day, I was scheduled to have a meeting with a major client, a CEO of an important company, but when we got to the restaurant where the meeting was to take place, the CEO was furious. Why the hell did you pick this place, for God's sake? Are you mocking me? Sir? What's the matter? Is there a problem? This is ridiculous! I'm leaving! Please, sir, I beg of you! I had no idea what he was so furious about. I asked the manager of the restaurant if he was aware of anything concerning this guest, and he told me that this CEO was friendly with the owner but had a falling out. Apparently, the owner of this place had double-crossed him or something. The place was widely used by various corporations for meetings, and it was a well-regarded place, but for my client, it was humiliating even being here. Ultimately, the project I was working on with this CEO and his company was terminated, and I was forced to take responsibility of the blunder. I was then transferred to a small branch office in another district. But what really concerned me was that it was Shu who had recommended that restaurant. I don't really want to accuse you of anything, but did you recommend that restaurant knowing? Yeah, well, when you get an important client, I suggest you do your own research. Huh? Are you serious? Shu, you... My suspicions were valid. He tricked me into that mess. Shu, what happened to you, man? The place I was transferred to was a small factory out in the countryside. I was in sales the whole time, and this was the first time I worked at a factory. I didn't know left from right. I wasn't even able to throw the trash out properly. Huh? Wait a sec. Wasn't this the place to throw away the cardboard boxes?
Cardboard boxes go over here.
Oh yeah, right. Thanks.
Are you new here? Haven't seen you around before.
Yes, that's right. My name is Yutaro Nishino. I got transferred here 3 days ago.
Oh, really? Pleased to meet you. I'm Fumiko Inoda. As you can see, I'm the cleaning lady here.
Great. Looking forward to working with you.
As you can see, this place is full of middle-aged women like myself. Bet it will be pretty boring for you.
Oh no, quite the contrary. I've only been in sales and never had a chance to work in the factory itself, so it'll be a great experience for me.
Well, that's just great. If you need anything, don't hesitate to ask me, okay? Looking forward to working with you.
Thanks so much. After that, Miss Inada would talk to me every time we ran into each other, and after a while, we grew to be close friends. At first, I was only given basic stuff to do, but after putting all my effort into any errand, I was taught all kinds of other work.
You've got really good cooking skills, the way you effortlessly add the right amount of ingredients. You're a natural, son.
You really think so? Maybe I'm suited for this kind of work.
It's great to have a strong young man here to help us with all the heavy stuff.
Yeah, leave the heavy lifting to me, ladies. And Miss Inada, I'm not exactly a kid. I'm getting up there in age, you know.
Sorry, didn't mean to treat you like a kid, but it's just that you're younger than my son. You're helping us anyway. A young guy like you being here sort of rubs off on us, and I think we've gotten younger ourselves. Haha.
Yeah, that's right. I think my wrinkles have disappeared.
I couldn't go that far from Mimi-san.
I would be fooling myself if I said I wasn't disappointed in getting transferred here. But everyone here is so nice. Maybe getting transferred here wasn't so bad after all. At first, I was going to complain about what Shu did to me, but I decided to forget all that and just hold my head up high and look to the future. I started to think more and more like that after about a month of working here. After a time, I started to spot various things around the factory that I thought could use some modifications.
Oh, that hurts.
Huh? Hey, are you alright?
My back is killing me.
You should sit down and rest for a while.
Thank you, Yutaro. You're so kind.
The work table that everyone works at is a little too low, and all the workers injure their backs when standing and working there too long. Overall, the process line is not that efficient, to be honest. And another thing is that all the data is written on paper, and as a result, there are errors which result in lack of supplies, sometimes at the most crucial times. If we could reform this process line, it won't be so hard on the workers, and we may even make it more efficient. I decided to ask the factory manager to make some changes to the overall process line, and how all the data is collected and logged. However, well, I don't know. We've been doing okay so far. Why change anything? Yes, but if you actually stand and work on the line every day, it's very hard on your body. We don't have the budget to make that kind of change. Okay, then how about we incorporate chairs on the process line, so that the women can work sitting down? That's the least we can do, don't you think? Listen up, kid. We've been doing it like this for the past 20 years. We don't need kids like you coming here disrupting things. If I put in a request to the company for such renovations, it will look as if I wasn't doing a damn thing all these years. No way am I gonna put myself in that position! So that's it, huh? He's more worried about his job than about the health of his workers. I was going to contact the head office directly, so I collected all the information I could regarding the process line from all my coworkers, and then put together a list of recommendations on how to make it more efficient.
Just lifting those big boxes with these ingredients is pretty tough.
Yeah, if there was a machine to lift that, it would make things a lot easier.
Okay, so we need a lift of some kind. Okay, I'll put that in the request.
Hey everyone, what's up? You seem so enthusiastic making some changes? Oh, I see, wow, that sounds wonderful. Yeah, we're just part-timers. No way we'd be able to do anything, haha.
I'm so glad you joined us, Mr. Nishino.
We still have a long way to go. I need to brush up the details and put together a comprehensive report to present to the main office.
That's right. We need to back up this whole factory.
No, silly, he said bra up.
That's brush up, ladies.
Whether it's black up or bra up, we're counting on you, Yutaro. Don't let us down.
Sure thing, Fumiko-san. Thank you. You can count on me. The next day, I talked to Fumiko-san and was able to get some helpful information regarding ways to reform the trash area. Okay, I'm gonna take this home and put together a recommendation to send to the head office.
Okay, Yutaro, we're all hoping for the best.
We're counting on you.
Go get him, Yutaro. Do your best. Oh, here, some candy.
Thanks, Fumiko-san. I was elated by all the support as I left the office. Hey, Nishino, over here! Huh? Is that you, Sugiyama? What are you doing here? This guy is Sugiyama. He was on my staff at my old position in sales. I was surprised to see him way out here, so I decided to hear what he had to say, and what I heard shocked me. It seems Shu Otaki, the guy who got me transferred, apparently, he'd gotten worse. He was acting stranger than ever. According to Sugiyama, Shu was constantly berating his staff for not meeting his sales demands and making people work late. He even had a huge argument with his girlfriend Yuzuki for not working harder, and as a result, she became ill due to the stress. There are rumors that they had parted ways. It seems Mr. Otaki has an offer from the president of Waido Foods to marry his daughter. Seriously? Yeah, Shimizu-san was really downbeat when she heard the news. Who can blame her, huh? Marrying for money and all? To be honest, I feel really bad for her. Mr. Otaki is really not himself. We all go to work fearing that he's gonna tear our heads off at the slightest mistake. The stress is killing us! Please, Mr. Nishino, can't you do something to stop him? He's like some unstoppable freight train! At first, I was satisfied with just getting transferred and forgetting about the whole thing, and not putting in a complaint. But if I ignore this, things will just get worse. Okay, Sugiyama, I understand. I'll think about what we should do. Maybe the quickest way to get the ball rolling is to make a formal complaint to the head office. But I have no evidence that he tricked me into that predicament, and also no proof he's berating his staff at the office. What the hell am I gonna do?
What's up? You look a little gloomy.
Oh, hey, Fumiko-san.
What? Are you scratching your head over the factory reform?
No, that's going fine, but...
Oh yeah? That's great to hear. When they first said you got transferred here, I was a little worried about how you'd turn out.
Oh yeah? Really? Did I not seem very competent?
No, it's not that. Actually, we were told that a troublemaker was being transferred here, so we were all nervous about you. But then you arrived and you were actually nothing of the sort. We were also relieved that you turned out to be such a wonderful person. Ha ha ha.
Apparently, there were rumors going around even before I got here that I was an employee that really screwed up, losing a major client. A total loser, by accounts. Oh yeah, that. I was sort of set up by a colleague of mine.
Your colleague? Really? What happened? I see, that's awful. What an awful person.
Yeah, but I think Otaki was under tremendous stress.
Wow, sticking up for a guy who set you up and got you demoted. You really are a nice guy, Yutaro.
Yeah, well, we were close at one time. The next day, I was wondering about what I was going to do about Otaki. I decided to contact Sugiyama and have him collect evidence of his abuse.
Oh, hey, Yutaro. There you are. Glad I caught you.
Oh, hey, Fumiko-san. What's up?
It seems you may have to resign.
Huh? Pardon me? Resign?
You better get packed up and ready to move out. I'm busy. I gotta get going. See you later.
Huh? Wait, what's this about? I just stood there with my mouth agape. What was she talking about? The next day, I was about to learn firsthand what she was talking about. I was called to the main office and into the president's office. I was nervous as hell. What was this all about? I'm gonna get right to the point. Is it true that my son set you up so you would get demoted and transferred? Huh? Sir, where did you hear that? Well, I heard it from someone I'm acquainted with. So what about it? Is it true? Yeah, well, I was. Don't worry. Just be truthful. Yes, sir. It's true. I told the president all about what occurred. I understand. Okay, you can go now. Get back to work. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. What the hell was that all about? Who told him about this? I was wondering about all this as I returned that afternoon to the factory. There, Fumiko-san met me.
Oh, there you are. Did you meet with the company president?
Yes, that's right. Why do you know about that?
Yeah, well, to be honest, it was me who talked to the president about the whole unfortunate incident. I know about his son and all.
Huh? Seriously? Apparently, a long time ago, Fumiko-san worked under the current president and knows him quite well. It seems she kept in contact with him all these years.
Well, I told him that we knew about your predicament, and he said he would look into it. He promised me that if the truth comes out, and if indeed you were set up, he would have you transferred back to the head office.
Oh, I see. What you meant by resign, you meant at the factory, huh? Thanks so much. I appreciate you doing this for me. You really didn't have to.
Oh, please, it was nothing. It was the least I could do for all the work you did for the factory and for the other workers.
Fumiko-san, I don't know what to say. Thanks so much. As a result, I was transferred back to the head office and back to my old section. As for Otaki, he was transferred to another branch, and I never ran into him. I heard that Mr. Otaki was transferred to the warehouse. Oh yeah? Yeah, he got demoted. Not much chance of getting promoted and moving up the corporate ladder anymore. Yeah, right. As Tsukiyama said, no more climbing the corporate ladder. No chance of becoming an executive. It's the decision that the top management made. There was nothing I could do about it. About a month later, a coworker called and filled me in on what happened to Otaki after that. Hey man, that guy Otaki, he wasn't as bad a guy as we expected. Oh yeah? That's good to hear. Yeah, he seems like a nice and laid-back kind of guy. He seems like a competent guy, to be honest. Was he really that abusive to his staffers? Actually, that's the real Otaki. The nice guy I once knew. Hey man, thanks for the information. Hope things work out with him. About 2 months later, I happened to see a photo of Otaki in the company news. It showed him smiling and working enthusiastically in the company warehouse. I believe what I did was not a mistake. Good luck, Shu. I'm rooting for you, man. As the chief manager of sales, I submitted my reform plan for the factory where I was working at. It seems the company was looking to somehow make the factory more efficient. The situation was so bad, they were even considering closing it down at one point. As a result, they accepted my reform plan enthusiastically. I later heard that the factory manager was transferred and a new younger manager replaced him. Several months later, I visited the factory.
Hey, Utaro! Good to see you again. They made big changes to the factory process line. Now we can sit and work. Thanks so much.
Yeah, and the chair height can be adjusted too.
And they even put in a lift in the warehouse. No more heavy lifting. Ha ha ha.
That's awesome! The new factory manager is a really nice guy, so he'll help you out when need be. I'll make sure to help out at headquarters.
You got it, Utaro.
We appreciate it.
That's wonderful. You're a confident guy, Utaro. You're going places for sure. Don't give up.
You bet, Fumiko-san. Thanks! After that, I continued to stop at the factory and meet with those women. Oh yeah, about Otaki. I heard that after about a year, he quit the company, and after a while, got back with Yuzuki, and eventually got married. A little while later, they opened a cafe. Great little place. Nishino! Great to see you guys again. You look great. Hey, Nishino, I'm really sorry about what I did. I was, Don't worry about it, Shu. I'm just happy that you're happy. I'm so relieved to see you smile again. Thanks, man. I don't know what to say. I was such a jerk. Please forgive me. After that, I stopped in a couple times a week after work, and we talked about old times. They seemed so happy and content with this life, a life without pressure or stress. Makes me smile just watching them being so happy. I hope this happiness continues forever. That's what I thought as I sat there talking to them. I'm Kazuma Seko. I'm the second-generation president of my family's Western confectionery shop. After graduating from a pastry school, I worked in a hotel kitchen, but I returned to my family's shop when my father fell ill. Fortunately, my father's surgery was successful, and he recovered enough to temporarily return to the kitchen. But my father collapsed at work again, and this time he died. Dad, why? President, it's too soon. Dad had always said, I entrust this store to Kazuma, and I was supposed to take over as president. Fortunately, we had a wedding venue and ongoing contracts, so the business was stable. However, I had just started coming to the store, and there was no way I could fill my father's shoes. Kazuma-san, I want to consult with you about adding 20 more wedding flavors for manhwa. How does it look schedule-wise? The previous generation used to accept around 20, right? Oh, really? Well, no. We have other bookings lined up, so it's impossible. We can't just take on work easily. It will be troublesome for us. If you don't firmly assert yourself, the venue will get carried away, so make sure you decline properly. Understood. Alright, but I refuse. Man, it's just a small matter. I wish you could make decisions on your own. I'm sorry. I lost in a competition for a new contract with a venue that opened nearby, and I forgot to send a year-end gift to a supplier I always sent seasonal gifts to, which upset them. I'd been making blunders left and right since becoming president. One day, I overheard the craftsman saying, Kazuma's no good, should we quit already? I clutched at straws and read through the diaries and documents my father kept. I wanted to get one step closer to my father. Cramming knowledge alone didn't help me, and the situation remained chaotic. President, is this going to be enough for the end of this month's shift? We're getting a lot of orders for gifts. What? Oh, we're short-staffed. I apologize. You managed your shift the same way you always do, didn't you? I don't know what would have happened if I hadn't pointed that out. I'm sorry. As we were having this exchange, Ito-san, the oldest, followed up with me. Hey guys! Kazuma-kun is doing his best despite his unfamiliarity. We need to support him! I'm sorry. If Ito-san says so. I apologize for speaking harshly, President. No problem. Please, feel free to point out any mistakes I make. Ito-san is knowledgeable and understands everyone's personalities. After that, I ended up relying heavily on Ito-san, but gradually, the operation started running smoothly. Thanks to you, things have been calming down a lot on site recently. Thank you very much, Ito-san. No, I just feel like I owe it to the previous generation who took care of me so much. You've been working with my father since the founding of the company after all. Yes, I've been in his care since I was in my 20s. I want to continue to protect this store that the previous generation started. That's what I think. Me too. Thank you for your continued support. Yes, sir! However, about 6 months after that, Ito-san's attitude began to change. He began to interfere with management policies that had been in place since his predecessors. We can reduce costs by changing the wrapping paper to cheaper ones. We should expand the Eden space more, even if we have to spend money on remodeling. I think it's still too early for renovations. We don't have much financial flexibility either. I see. You're not really open to hearing my opinion, huh? What? No. I see. That's too bad. That exchange must have been bad. After that, Ito-san decided to take a long break to use up his accumulated paid leave. Naturally, with veteran Ito-san absent, the worksite was in chaos. Although we managed to get through somehow, the confusion at the site became unbearable, leading to 2 craftsmen quitting their jobs. When Ito-san returned to work after the holiday, I reported the current situation to him. If you had listened to me, things wouldn't have turned out like this. Maybe.
I don't want to see this store go under either. My feelings are the same as yours, Kazuma. From now on, I hope you can trust me and consider my opinions a little more.
Understood. Please continue to support us in the future.
For now, we don't have enough staff, so please, hire more people. I'll leave the selection of personnel to you, Manager Kazuma.
Yes. We decided to immediately post a job advertisement, conduct interviews and simple tests, and then proceed with the hiring process.
Yoshifumi Shibata, 52. Is he alright?
Yes, he has experience working in a confectionery store, and the sponges he made for us to try out met our quality standards.
I see. Well, if it doesn't work, he'll have to quit during the trial period.
Yes. However, Shibata-san had become a much more valuable asset than expected since joining us. Not only did he handle miscellaneous tasks with ease, but his food preparation skills were also impeccable, and he worked surprisingly fast.
President, what should we do next?
Huh? You've already finished everything I asked for?
Yes, it's finished.
Wow. Well then, please prepare the fruits next.
Understood.
With a good memory, he mastered the recipe and decoration of the popular cakes in just 2 days. Not only me, but other artisans were also amazed by his hard work. Shibata-san is amazing! I thought Shibata-san was just a dull old man, but he's really efficient. He turned out to be a surprising talent. However, just when I thought so, is that Ito-san and Shibata-san?
Hey, can't you be a bit more sharp? You lack cleanliness. Also, please be more energetic and lively on the site. With you around, the kitchen feels gloomy and unbearable. I'm sorry.
Ito-san, aren't you going a bit too far?
Kazuma-kun, you're in no position to meddle in my affairs, are you?
I'm the president here!
A so-called president. If it weren't for me, this store would have gone under by now.
I am grateful for that, but
That's the case, then just listen to what I say without a word. If you can't do that, I don't mind quitting.
that would be troublesome. President, I'm fine. In fact, I do have a gloomy side.
Look, he's saying the same thing. Enough already.
After that, Ito-san continued to rag at Shibata-san, making baseless accusations and criticisms, continuing with petty harassment. I warned him each time, but Ito-san wouldn't listen. We need to do something about this. One day, a request came from the venue that the bride, Misato Sayonji, wanted to order a wedding cake. Oh, that young lady! The bride, one of our regular customers, had been ordering birthday cakes from us every year since her father's time. Let's make sure to be extra careful this time. It seems Misato-san is particular about sweets and has requested to visit for a tasting. The order is a chocolate wedding cake. On the day of the tasting, our most experienced veteran, Ito-san, made and provided mini wedding cakes.
Here, I'm sure even the young lady will be satisfied with this.
But
No good.
What?
The sweetness lacks sophistication. The texture of the cream is also poor, and the appearance is not good either. Do you expect me, who just returned from France, to be satisfied with this level of chocolate craftsmanship?
Sorry.
I will come back in 2 weeks. I hope you can make something that I can truly be satisfied with next time.
Understood. That woman's acting all high and mighty!
But she's an important customer, and it seems she chose us because the venue is in partnership with us.
So what's the big deal?
If our cake's not good enough, we might lose the venue reservation altogether. If that happens, it will cause problems for the venue.
I don't care about that! I'm stepping down from handling that person!
What? Other craftsmen also hesitated, saying, dealing with that young lady's a bit... And in the end, I ended up making the cake. If it was no good with Ito-san's skills, then I wouldn't stand a chance, but I couldn't give up. Every night after closing, I was working on a prototype, and one day, President, It's tough every day, isn't it? Shibata-san, wait. I thought you already left.
Would you like some help? I'm actually really good at chocolate cake.
Thank you very much. I would be happy to have some advice.
For the chocolate cream you're currently making, try adjusting the proportion of heavy cream slightly. Also, increase the resting time by 2 hours more than what you are currently doing.
By following Shibata-san's advice, I was able to create a cake with a surprisingly delicious taste and texture.
Leave the chocolate decorations to me!
Are you sure?
Despite my appearance, I actually have quite a bit of experience.
So I entrusted it to Shibata-san as he suggested. The result?
Who made this?
Huh?
Call them right away. I want to meet the person who made this chocolate sculpture.
In a hurry, I went back to the kitchen to call Shibata-san. Thank you for waiting. This cake was made by me and Shibata-san.
I'm Shibata.
This taste is just like the one I had in France. Where are you from?
Yes, I was training in France.
Is that so?
No wonder. And this chocolate work, I remember winning an award at a competition.
Yes, it's from when I received an award at a chocolatier competition.
I knew it!
Competition? Award? What does that mean? Shibata-san was a renowned chocolatier who had gained experience overseas for many years.
With this cake, I can confidently serve it to the guests. Thank you in advance on the day of the event.
Yes, thank you.
I will do my best to make it a wonderful ceremony.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it.
With those words, Misato-san left with a smile. Shibata-san, you were such an amazing person. I had no idea and ended up being quite rude.
Oh no! After returning to Japan, I had to take care of my parents and have been away from the field. I have a gap in my career, so I wanted to be treated like a new recruit and keep my background hidden.
I see. But if you have such amazing skills, couldn't you have worked somewhere else instead of here?
Actually, your father was very kind to me in the past.
What? You knew my father? Shibata-san was actually a junior of my father from the time when he was training overseas. My father apparently helped Shibata-san, who was struggling in his first overseas experience, by teaching him about local life.
I am very grateful to your father, but when I heard through word of mouth that he had passed away, I started thinking about finding a new job after taking care of my parents, and this place came to mind first. I applied, thinking that if I could repay even a little bit of the kindness I received during my study abroad, that would be great.
Is that so? I think my father would be happy to hear that you think that way.
I will do my best to repay your father, so please, continue to support me.
Yes, thank you. However, the next morning, when I arrived at work, Shibata-san and Ito-san were sitting face to face with serious expressions. Are they arguing again? But in the next moment... What?
The cake you made yesterday was amazing. I shared the extra one with everybody, and they said it was really delicious. I see. Actually, I've known and acknowledged your abilities for a while now, but if I were to reveal that, then you would become the top of the store. That's why I couldn't say it. My pride got in the way. It's truly embarrassing.
Ito-san!
Kazuma-kun, as you heard, I'm sorry for treating you poorly too.
No, it's not like that.
The master I respect, the predecessor, he died so suddenly, and I didn't know how to sort out my feelings. No, that's just an excuse. I'm truly sorry.
It's okay. I'm actually an unreliable president myself. Please continue to guide me more and more.
Oh, if it's about guidance, maybe you should ask Shibata-san instead.
What?
I still have a long way to go. I'll focus on improving my skills first.
But...
That being said, I'm not giving up on my ultimate dream. I'll hone my skills and definitely surpass you, Shibata-san. Yes! Let's both do our best!
I'll work hard to earn everyone's recognition soon, so please, I appreciate your guidance. After that, Ito-san's attitude changed, and he no longer takes it out on me or Shibata-san. Quietly working diligently boosted the morale of other craftsmen, and the atmosphere on the site improved significantly. The reputation of the shop also soared, with comments like, "The taste has become even better," and I was grateful for the busy days that followed. And a few years later, the second store was successfully opened.
Yes, it's a testament to the skills of the president and Shibata-san.
Oh no, not at all! Ito-san, please take care of the second store as the manager.
Yes, I'll make sure to run the store in a way that lives up to the reputation of the predecessor, President.
With you, Ito-san, everything will be fine. The main store can't afford to lose either. Shibata-san is currently serving as an advisor, warmly watching over us. That's right, we need to work even harder.
It's a competition to see who can improve their reputation.
After that, the second store entrusted to Ito-san quickly became a popular local spot. The shop that my father left behind is now entering a period of great growth. The seeds that my father planted are about to bloom. Dad, please watch over us.
I'm Hiroto Momose. I'm the third generation of a sweet shop owner. Momose-do used to be a Japanese-style sweet shop under my grandfather, but when my father went abroad to study Western-style confectionery, it became a store that made both Japanese and Western-style confectionery. The shop has many regular customers because it offers original branding and full-order packaging. I want 20 boxes of dorayaki with our logo! Yes!
I want 30 boxes of assorted Western sweets for year-end gifts.
Yes, thank you very much! The business was thriving, with orders coming in constantly like this. I joined the company as a craftsman, but realized that sales was more interesting, and now I mainly do outside sales. My clients loved me like a grandson, and we were doing well. But there was one company that was a pain. Wide Wedding. It's the biggest wedding hall around here. They take orders for wedding cakes and sweets, as well as pastries to serve at the cafe almost every day. They also asked us to make sweets to serve at the dessert buffet during the reception. I have known Wide Wedding since my father's generation. The person in charge at the beginning was mild-mannered and soft-spoken. He was a good person who took our convenience into consideration, but after the predecessor retired, things started to go wrong. Akita, who was newly put in charge, was a man who looked down on us, calling us subcontractors. Akita, who was the son of the director, had been acting arrogantly since he first joined the company, and I honestly did not have a good impression of him. Since Akita was put in charge of business dealings, it was very difficult. He would ask us to do a lot of unreasonable things. I received an order to put an original branding on a drawstring. Please use this design. This is for next week's wedding, right? It might be a little difficult. What? You're a subcontractor and you're talking back? I need a special mold for the branding, and it'll take at least a week for the mold to be made by a craftsman. Then why didn't you just get on with it? I asked you to do it, now you guys adjust it and make it work. What? I should warn you, my client is a well-known blogger. If you offend them, you never know what they will write on their blogs. My company's credibility is at stake. Make sure you brand it with this design. If you don't do as you're told, I'll cancel the contract. What? If we cut you off, it would be a huge blow to your business, wouldn't it? Then do it! In the end, I asked the craftsman to make a mold for us on a super express basis and managed to meet the delivery date. Damn, the previous manager didn't say such a reckless thing. Because we had a win-win relationship with each other, we have been given priority in receiving wide wedding requests and have developed original products, especially for the wedding venue. That's how it used to work. It's true that we were enriched by Wide Wedding. But now, because Wide Wedding has become the biggest client, we can't cut the contract even if we wanted to. We felt we had to do something, but we were so busy that we didn't have time to think of a way out of the situation. So we just continued to do as we were told. After that, Akita disregarded us as subcontractors and continued to assign us reckless work. I'm going to ask for additional gifts. How many? 100! They said they wanted to distribute them to clients who would not be attending. Get on with it. When is the delivery date? It's a weekend wedding, so 2 days. What? If you refuse, I'll ask another sweet shop to do it for me. I won't use your place from now on, if you're okay with that. Understood. We'll make it on time. My father and the employees were angry, but we all knew that if we lost business with Wide Wedding, our sales would drop dramatically. We persevered, worked overtime, and managed to meet the delivery deadline. When I went to make the delivery, Akita didn't even thank me. If you can do it, don't say it's impossible from the beginning. He was so arrogant. This made me furious. After that, Akita kept asking me to change the design of the wedding cake at no additional cost, saying, "The customer's request has changed." He even started to interfere with the ingredients, saying, "Keep the price the same, but use better ingredients." As expected, I'm running out of patience. No matter how big the client is, there are some things you can and can't do. After consulting with my father and other employees, we were beginning to come to the conclusion that we should renegotiate our contract with Wide Weddings. The weekend's gifts, they were all cancelled. What? Cancel? A client had a falling out. The wedding was cancelled. We've already finished the products, and there's only the wrapping to do. If you cancel at this point, we'll have to charge you a cancellation fee. Who cares about that? I'm also in a rush because of a sudden cancellation, so don't bother me anymore. That's not gonna happen. The cancellation fee is written in the contract. You get the cancellation fee from the customer, don't you? You can at least pay us a cancellation fee from there. Shut up! I'm on the edge of my seat because of a disgusting customer. Don't piss me off anymore. I've placed many orders with you. Stop making a big deal out of one cancellation. But a contract is a contract. If you keep talking back to me, all future transactions are off the table. Now cancel the order. Akita, outraged, used his last resort and said, "Cancel the contract." No! His smirk, as if to say, "How'd you like that?" made my fist tremble. But I didn't hit him. I understand. If you insist that much, we have no choice. We cannot do business with anyone who does not pay the cancellation fee. We will not do business with you in the future, I said with a smile. Akita probably didn't expect me to say this. Confused. Do you know what you're saying? Is what he said, but I guess Akita has his pride too. If that's what you want, fine. I'll report your rudeness to my superiors, and all future business with you is off the table. You're gonna pay for this. It's too late for regrets. He spat this out and left. Akita probably blew the whistle on his boss, or his own father, his superior, saying that Manga-Waido was to blame for everything. That month ended our contract with Wide Wedding. Before we would have gone pale, thinking, what are we gonna do now? But Akita, to tell you the truth, I laughed inside when you said no contract because thank you for your continued support. We will sincerely respond to your requests. We look forward to working with you from now on. I'm so glad we were able to get Manga-Waido to sign the contract. You are the most reputable, long-established sweet shop around here, and now our reputation is sure to rise. We've just signed a new contract with Manga Wedding, which is a part of a chain. We had several dealings with a branch of Manga Wedding, which was originally located in a neighboring city, and they approached us and said, "We were going to build a wedding hall on this land next time. If that happens, we'd love to have you as a full-time staff member." But I had them wait for a reply because there was a conflict with Wide Wedding, and I didn't know how many orders Manga Wedding would place. Just when Wide Wedding told us they would cut our contract, Manga Wedding said, "We can promise you that we'll order this much every month, so please do." That made me think this was gonna work even if we cut Wide Wedding off. Just as I was pondering how to tell Wide Wedding, they told me they were gonna cut the contract, so I was really glad. Unlike Akita, Miyano-san, the contact person at Manga Wedding, was a gentleman and a very nice person who took our convenience into consideration. When we expressed a reluctance to the client's unreasonable request, he refused it, so we didn't have to work extra overtime or on days off anymore. My father and employees were happy to have found a good business partner. We grew with Manga Wedding and became more dedicated to our work after severing our bad relationship with Wide Wedding. I was hoping the family business would remain stable and I would be able to enjoy working here for a long time, but A few months later, an unexpected person came to visit us. It was Aikida who cut the contract. I'm sorry, please! Sign another contract with us! What happened all of a sudden? I can't believe you went to the trouble of coming to a subcontractor you look down on. When we switched to another subcontractor, we started getting bad reviews about how the quality of the gifts was terrible and the wedding cake was not what they ordered. We're losing new customers because of it. Huh? That's tough. Please, reopen business with us. I'll give you priority. Is that how you ask someone for something? I refuse. I can't think of resuming business with your company who have forced us to do unreasonable things and have not even paid us a cancellation fee. Please leave. Aikida seems to have been blamed a lot by his boss, who cried, saying, Do something about that, my position. Despite that, I didn't change my stance. Even the craftsman who heard the commotion came out. What a pathetic guy to hang on to someone you look down on. Go home, you interfered with our work. He was completely cornered. After all, Aikida, if you make any more noise, I'll call the police. He stayed there persistently until I said that. He finally snapped and kicked the store's signboard, so I sprinkled salt on it and sent him away. You better be thankful I didn't sue you for destruction of property. Later, I learned from industry rumors that Wide Wedding went out of business due to a string of bad publicity. I wondered why that happened when there are quite a few other sweet shops besides ours that take orders for wedding gifts. Apparently, my grandfather secretly spread the word at a meeting about Wide Wedding. Thanks to that, Wide Weddings were rejected by all the sweet shops in the area. Wide Wedding seems to have gone out of business because they could only deal with sweet shops that were expensive but of the worst quality. Well, I'm sure it's not only because of the sweets. It was obvious at first glance that the customers were flowing to Manga-Waido, which sells warm hospitality. And a company that allows employees like Aikida to run rampant can't possibly last long. It's like they were destined to go under. Incidentally, Aikida himself was kicked out of his house, incurring the wrath of his father, who was a board member. Apparently, his father was a decent man, and Aikida was doing whatever he wanted because he was the son of a board member. I heard various things, such as I saw Aikida staggering out of a net cafe, and Aikida was carrying a steel frame at a construction site. But the truth is unknown. We've been doing well since then, with good business partners including Manga-Waido. We've tried new things, such as developing Japanese-style macarons and introducing food printing machines, and they've been well received. We will continue to provide the best. We have to preserve this store that Grandpa and Dad have cherished for generations to come. I learned from the exchange with Aikida that it's impossible to choose the right business partners, so I'd like to make the most of this in the future as well. All right, I'm gonna work hard today.
The name's Tetsu Fujimoto. I used to work for a company called Waido Rentals, but when my father died, I resigned and took over his little restaurant. Come on in! We're open for business. Hello, Mr. Fujimoto. It's been a while, hasn't it? Hey, Mr. Nezu! Sure has been a long time. How have you been? I was just in the neighborhood, so I thought I'd stop in and say hello for old time's sake. You're more than welcome. Got some good tuna in today. Sounds wonderful. A plate of that and some hot sake would be nice. You got it. Coming right up. This is Mr. Nezu. We used to work at the same company. We get a lot of regular customers and friends stopping in all the time, so the place was always lively. But about 5 years after I took over the shop... Welcome! Table for 4, Pops. Hey, that table looks perfect! I'm sorry, sir. Those tables are reserved for other customers. Huh? Are you kidding me? We prefer this table here. Pardon me, sir. How about this table right over here? Am I hearing you right, old man? Refusing a customer, are we? No, it's not that. A customer made the reservation, especially requesting this table. I hope you understand. What the hell? The leader of the group was a guy called Yohei. He gave in and reluctantly sat at one of the tables, but they stayed there way too long, and as they sat there, they grumbled and moaned about this and that. You guys are so friggin' slow. Yeah, bring more sake for God's sake! Sorry, sir. This dish takes a bit of time. Oh yeah? but this fried chicken is cold. It tastes like crap. I'm sorry to hear that, sir. If you would just shut up and eat, it wouldn't have gotten cold.
Hey, old man, don't you have any other helpers? You need to get some cute babes in here.
Yeah, sure is boring with just these two dudes. Sorry, I really can't help you out there, guys. Man, why are you always apologizing? You're totally pathetic, man.
Sure don't want to turn out like this, Granddad.
You can say that again. Yes, right. Despite all the complaining, Yohei and his gang stayed until closing time. I could have put up with it if it was only that one time, but from that day on, they came every night, partying like crazy. Excuse me, guys, could you keep it down a bit? Pardon me? All we're doing is having a little fun is all. There are other customers here, and it's not very pleasant to hear you all making a racket. Is that how you treat your paying customers? Oh yeah? You got nerve saying that to us, you old coot. Just so you know, my parents own this building. Bet you didn't know that, huh? Huh? Seriously? Come to think of it, this Yohei kid looks a lot like the owner, Mr. Takeuchi. I heard that he fell ill recently and was now hospitalized. I'm in the process of taking ownership of the place. Won't be long now. You serious, Yohei? That's awesome! Yeah, cool, man. You don't even have to work, man. You want to treat me like that? Be my guest. But that means you can no longer lease this place for us. You okay with that? Please. Can we work something out? I was just along with Mr. Takeuchi last month, and he explained to me that he was going to hand ownership to his son in the near future. At the time, I didn't realize his son was like this, and didn't think twice about it. Yeah, figured you didn't know. Now that you do, just keep your trap shut and do as you're told. Yes, right, just please try to keep it down. I'd appreciate it. And with that, they continue to comment on the shop and have a wild time, drinking and enjoying themselves to the detriment of the other customers.
Hey, Tetsu, can I ask you something about those guys?
Yeah. Can't even relax and have a drink, for God's sake. I'm really sorry, guys. I warned them numerous times, but, you know... Hey, you dudes! We can hear you over there! So are you saying we're a nuisance or something?
Yeah, well, I suppose.
You guys are just having way too much fun. Think about the other customers.
That's right. There are limits, you know. What'd you just say?
Everyone stood up, even my regular customers. This wasn't looking good. I had no choice but to call the police, but then... sorry about that. I guess we got a little carried away. Yeah, we didn't mean anything by it, just celebrating. Sorry.
No more of this stuff, please. Forgive us, would you?
As soon as the cops showed up, they did a 180 and were suddenly apologetic. My regular customers weren't taking any of it and complained to the officers, but... Yes, well, as you can see, they seem repentant. They didn't mean any harm. I mean, it's not if they used violence and broke dishes or anything, right? Yes, well, right, but... Yes, and so all we can really do here is give them a warning. Right, guys? No more of this causing trouble in the shop. You understand, right? Sure, officer. Sorry. Didn't mean for it to get out of hand. With that, the officers left. But this continued for some time, and my regular customers stopped coming. And I don't blame them. I tried my hand at social media to try to drum up business, and even tried handing out flyers outside the train station, but customers failed to materialize. Oh boy, now what do I do? Oh hey, Mr. Nezu, come on in. Good to see you. Good evening, Tetsu. Nobody here? Are you opened yet? Should I come back later? No, we're open. It's just that... After seeing Mr. Nezu, I was relieved, I suppose. All the strength drained out of me, and I ended up explaining about all that happened. As I was in the middle of explaining things, Yohei and his gang walked through the door. Man, this place is a ghost town! Where are all the customers? They sat at their usual table and started making a ruckus again. Oh, I see. These are the guys you were talking about, huh? Yeah, that's them. I'm really in a bind. Hey, Mr. Nezu, what are you doing? Pardon me, gentlemen. Could you quiet down a little bit more? I'd appreciate it. Huh? You talking to us, dude? Yes, that's right. I came here to relax and unwind. I can't enjoy my sake with all the noise. Hey, dude, we're regular customers here. We practically own the place. That's right. No matter how boisterous we get, nobody complains. But there are limits to everything, don't you agree?
No, we don't agree! Sit your ass down, buddy!
Mr. Nezu, please, I really wouldn't go there. Yeah, the boss says back off, so back off, buddy. Yeah, chill out, bro. Okay. When Mr. Nezu returned to his seat, Yohei and his cohorts continued berating him. It got worse as the sake flowed. Very troublesome, I agree. Yes, although they don't come every night as they used to, every time they do, it's like this. I'm in a difficult situation, as I told you, so I'm not able to tell them off as I would like to. You understand? Did you talk to the owner about all this? I tried, but I can't seem to get in touch with him. He's apparently in the hospital now. Plus, he doesn't carry a smartphone, so no luck there. I even tried calling his home, but he's never in. I see. Well, these kids nowadays, they just won't listen to their elders anymore. Hey Tetsu, what do you think about this idea? Idea? Then the following week, one day, Mr. Nezu arrived just when Yohei and the others were raising hell as usual. Good evening, Mr. Nezu. Good to see you. Good evening. Good to be here again. Could I get some hot sake and some edamame beans? Oh yeah, and some of that fresh sashimi. You got it. Coming up. Then, about 30 minutes later...
Hey, you open for business, man?
Yes, sir. Come on in. Oh boy, now this guy looks pretty scary. Just you, sir?
Yeah, that's right. Mind if I sit here?
Sure thing. Go right ahead.
Give me your best sake and some side orders. I'll leave it to you.
Yes, sir. Coming right up.
I just hit it big at the races. I'm here to celebrate.
I see. Congratulations, sir. The guy sat alone and drank his sake and nibbled his food while watching the baseball game that was playing on TV. But then, after about 3 drinks in, he suddenly stood up.
Hey, you punks. I don't mind you guys letting off a bit of steam, but could you keep it down? I can't enjoy the game.
Huh? What'd you say?
I said, keep it down. Can't hear the TV.
Huh? What the? They turned to see a huge guy, not your normal customer, towering over them. They simply froze at that intimidating sight of this guy. But... We don't take orders from you, buddy!
Oh, so it's like that. You got enthusiasm, kid.
We have permission from the owner to make as much noise as we want here!
I'm asking politely, dude. And that's the reaction I get? Are you begging for trouble, buddy? You are aware of the consequences of picking a fight with a professional, right, kid?
Huh? You some local thug? I'm gonna call the police, dude! We know our rights! You can't use violence! They'll arrest you on the spot!
Oh yeah? Go ahead and call them. I'm not the type to back down. Ready for a little havoc, boys?
We didn't mean nothing by it! Sir, please calm down. I'll take care of this.
Stay out of this, man. This is between me and these disrespectful louts.
But sir! Wait a sec, please, let's... Let's get out of here, man!
You're not going anywhere. You started this. We're finishing it, right here and now. You're gonna have to pay for your lack of manners.
Come on, man, we didn't mean to! Then, right when things were gonna go down... Excuse me, sir.
What the hell do you want? I'm busy at the moment, as you can see.
Looks like these kids have learned their lesson. I think they've had enough.
Who's this dude? Is he your dad or something? No! He's just a customer!
Yes, that's right. They come in here often, but I don't know them well. Let's just all relax, why don't we?
Shut your trap, old man! If you have any gripes, I'll take you on myself! That goes for you, Pucks, too! If you got any guts, you'll take me on! I'm out of here, man!
I see. If that's the way you want it. I haven't done this in a while, but okay. Let's do this.
Huh? Is this old guy for real? So you alone gonna take me on, huh? This is gonna be fun. Let's do this!
I wasn't sure what happened next.
Oh!
Before everyone there realized it, the big guy was on the floor, grimacing in pain, and then he seemed to black out. Did I really see that? What the hell just happened?
That old guy, did he just...
How about you kids? What's next? Want to continue? I'm more than willing to continue with this little game.
We were only...
Just so you know, the owner here, he goes to the same dojo I do. We've been going there for years. As a matter of fact, he's an even higher rank than little old me.
Seriously?
Isn't that right, Tetsu-san?
Yeah, right. That's right. Just a few ranks higher.
You guys are all shivering with fear because of me. You've got guts talking to Tetsu-san like that. He's way stronger than me.
Right. We had no idea he...
No need to repeat this, but I'll say it one more time. On behalf of all the other customers, we would appreciate a little peace and quiet here from now on. Can you kids do that? Let's all mind our manners and enjoy a little sake. Why don't we?
Yes, of course!
We'll be quiet as a mouse!
Please have mercy on us! Please!
Yohei and his cohorts slapped money on the table and bolted out of the shop. Hey, Mr. Nezu, I sort of played along earlier, but that was a long time ago. I mean, making out that I was way stronger than you, it's just not the case. Yeah, well, better to have them believe that, and they won't show up here again. If they do, I'm sure they will be quite muted. Thought that all through, didn't you? Yeah, well, what can I say? Mr. Togo, thanks for your help. We're done here.
Yeah, right. I guess it worked, huh?
When the guy took off his sunglasses, he had the kindest face ever. A far cry from some local Yakuza thug. That's right. This is Mr. Togo, a local jack of all trades. Mr. Nezu recruited Mr. Togo to put on a little act in front of those kids and teach them a little lesson in manners. When I first heard the plan from Mr. Nezu, I wasn't really sure it would work, but after seeing Mr. Togo's performance, I was thoroughly impressed. Yes, I knew he was acting, but when it got underway, well, I really took him for a genuine Yakuza.
Yeah, well, I used to be a real Yakuza, so it wasn't all acting.
And that judo throw, that was very impressive.
Yeah, you threw me perfectly, so I wasn't hurt at all. Remarkable technique, Mr. Nezu.
No, it was nothing.
Those guys were pretty terrified. At this rate, you won't be seeing them again.
Yes, you may be right. They did look quite terrified.
Well, if they do show up, just call me and I'll get rid of them.
I'm counting on you, Mr. Togo. I have to thank you both for all this. After that incident, Yohei and his gang never showed up to the shop again. Peace and quiet finally returned to the shop. Mr. Nezu and Mr. Togo spread the word about my shop, and gradually, people started flocking here. I even got a whole bunch of new regular customers. The place was back to its old self again, the lively and fun place it's always been. I was later confronted by the owner of the building. Apparently, Yohei had told his father that the place was a den for Yakuza members. The owner came by to see for himself, so I told him all about what happened and how we got Mr. Togo to scare them off. The next day, he brought his son Yohei and apologized for the trouble that his son caused.
Yeah, well, sorry about that. You called that an apology? Lower your head and apologize for real, Yohei! Please, Mr. Fujimoto, I'm so sorry that my son made a mess of things.
Please, as long as it doesn't happen again, I'm okay with it.
Of course. As a matter of fact, I'm going to disown him. Huh? Are you serious, Dad? That's what you deserve. You don't get a penny. I don't ever want to see your face again until you are truly sorry. Come on, Dad, please!
Please, let's not get ahead of ourselves. If Yohei will not make a racket, he's welcome to come to my place.
This is all my fault. I spoiled him rotten. No more easygoing for you. You got that, son? Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
The owner recovered from his illness and started coming to the shop regularly. I hadn't seen Yohei and his buddies recently, but I later heard they were sent off to a construction company for a little work training. I hope it will put some common sense into him. Maybe he'll come out of this an upstanding young man.
Hey, Tetsu, can I get another beer?
You really shouldn't drink so much, Mr. Togo.
This is so delicious. Goes nicely with the sake.
You can say that again. The food here is awesome!
Thanks for the compliment, Mr. Togo. Here you go. On the house.
Seriously? Thanks, Tetsu-san.
That looks super delicious. Maybe I'll have another drink after all.
Yeah, have another for sure.
It's great having a drink with good friends. You got that right, Mr. Nezu. I hope to make my dad proud by carrying on his shop. That's all I ask.